10-inch might be.
That's crazy. I would still do it though, to be honest. All right. Back to voicemails. I believe Cody sent us another one. No, I don't know if it's Cody. Yes. Google thinks it's Gary Cooper, but we all know it's Cody Cooper. So here we go.
Never know.
Hey guys, this is Cody Cooper again for Android App Addicts. This message is for Eric Ardini. Eric, I wanted to also congratulate you on becoming a permanent member of the show. I didn't know you're so sensitive, man. I'm sorry I didn't say it earlier when I congratulated Sean.
Yeah.
But I was going reverse alphabetical that day, and I ran out of time in my own head, I guess. But yeah, Sean, seriously, thank you for suggesting the MyUI ICS ROM for my UO3D. I've gone through a couple updates on it now, and it's getting much better. At first, I was losing. I couldn't make any phone calls. I was losing connection with Sprint on a couple different reinstalls, but I finally got that working. But yeah, if you guys have any ICS capable devices or dual core devices, and if you can get a MyUI ROM on it, it's super slick. That or Clockwork Mod too. I've gone back and forth the past week or so. But I'm sticking with MyUI just because, well, it's I think it's gonna be MyUI of choice. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, take care, guys. Bye.
He's in my clutches.
Sean the pusher. Sean the pusher.
Good job, Cody.
That's awesome. And by the way, even though that started off about Eric, he took second shelf to Sean. It was all about Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a UI for him.
Thanks for the voicemails, Cody. Good stuff. Good justification too, and early on in that voicemail, I like that. Reverse alphabetical order that day. All right. Let's crank these babies out. We got a couple more here. Hey, Podnutz, I'm an IT company owner in Houston, Texas. I love listening to your show between calls. I have a Droid X2, and it has made me lose all faith in Motorola as a smartphone manufacturer. End Moto blur blows. End of rant. My question is about rooting my Droid X2 in hopes of giving it life. The phone has always seemed slow. All right, well, see, he's going to start to love Motorola after he roots this. But anyway, the Motorola Blur OS is horrible at best. I had a Droid Incredible with Cyanogen, and it was great. The phone ran so much faster with that ROM. I wish I could find something similar for my Droid X2. It's running 2.3.4, which I am told could be the biggest hurdle with rooting and ROMing the phone. I can root the phone without a problem, but I do not know what ROM or kernel you guys recommend. I'm hoping you can point me into the right direction to fix my woes. Keep up the great shows, and that's from Zach. Well, Zach Doors on the show, and he has a Droid X2, so...
No.
He do?
I got a Droid X.
No, Timster had a Droid X2, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Timster
right.
does. And Knucklehead Tech does.
My bad.
And Knucklehead Tech said when he bought his Droid X2, you know, oh, it's great, best device ever kind of thing. He now thinks he despises this device more than anything he's ever owned.
Really?
Wow.
Because of the lack of ROMs, the lack of stuff that comes out for it.
There's a lack of ROMs for this phone? Why?
Very, very, very. Because it didn't take off. I mean, it didn't get as popular as they thought it would. I will say this. If you go to RootsWiki, ROOTZWIKI.com, forums, Droid X2, development, Team Liberty. There is a Liberty 3 for the Droid X2. It might not be the best ROM, but it is a ROM, and any ROM will blow away any stock Moto Blur, Moto whatever OS you will ever see in your life. I guarantee you it will literally be like you have a brand new phone.
Okay, so there's some redemption there, redeeming qualities.
There is, but I can tell you, Josh came from original Droid, and I believe he had a Droid Incredible, and then it broke, and then he got this as a replacement because they stopped making that one, I think. And he was used to, unfortunately, he was accustomed to having all these choices and all these ROMs and all this kind of thing. And then when he got this phone, he really felt like he was thrown out. He was forgotten about, kind of thing.
Wow. And we don't want anyone to feel like that.
Yeah, and it does look like there might be a MIUI, maybe not full production mode of one, but I guarantee you, if it even 3/4 works, it's better than your default OS.
Thank you, Dor. Saved the man's life, I'm sure.
That's right.
Phone-wise. All right, that's going to be it. There's 2 more emails. I'm going to read them next week because we're going to run low on time, and I'm going to save them just in case we don't get any other emails. And then we'll have 2 to read. But if you want to send us an email, send it to mail@podnutz.com. If you want to send us a voicemail, call 707-6-PODNUT on a phone, 707-6-PODNUT, and we will play it. We're going to go around. The co-hosts are going to tell us any last comments and where you can find them, and we'll start that now with Dor. And the app rundown if you got it.
Exactly. If you want to know more about me, just go to doortodoorgeek.com. Thanks to Chris, he has put up a professional-looking website with a lot of good information on it. Of course, it's all about me and my shows.
You got to find out Chris's last name or handle or something so they don't get him confused with Chris Barry, because you can't give that man credit.
Right.
If he didn't do anything.
I don't know if Chris Barry can do websites, but if he did, he'd be good at it. But this guy ain't him.
Right,
this guy, he never says a or a boot.
Right.
So it's not him.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay. The app rundown: chess.com, learn and play chess, SoundWire free version, kids paint and color, Lomo camera, Roku, Shoot the Apple, Whack Your Teacher 18 plus, daily ab workout, F-Droid, Orbit, Orbot, Tor on Android, Vibe, Pixlr O-Matic, Line Runner, CGO open source, US birding checklist, and last but not least, Ivana text to speech HQ. And have a good night, guys.
I gotta say, I mean, that was a meaty list, and if only we did one episode of Android App Addicts and it was this show, it would be worth having on the planet and in the internets. It was just a information-packed show. I'm proud. I guess I'm just saying I'm proud that this show was so productive of apps.
It was a good show.
Yes.
And I'll just say that last app that we got from Dave was officially app number 900.
What?
Oh,
my
all right.
God. That's so many apps. All right. Who's next? We'll just go around with my old screenshots here. Eric, where can people find you, and any last comments?
They can find me at siliconwrench.com or on Google Plus at Silicon Wrench. I did have one more thing to add to my Vibe app that I brought. One of the coolest things I totally forgot to mention was you can make a custom Vibe, even on the free trial version, by moving your finger in a GUI kind of way on the screen. You can go up and down and make your own custom vibration.
Ooh.
And one more thing I want to say, and this is kind of code for people who might know. No thanks, I don't like fun.
All right, thanks. I'm in mystery right now. Don't know what that is. Sean, where can people find you? And any last comments?
SJGeek89 on Twitter, Sean Johnson on Google Plus, Sean Johnson /myui.us spokesman, and my dog's got her head in my trash can. And check out my wife's site, MealyMonsterland.com. Cool artwork.
MealyMonsterland.com. If you guys like Sean, you know what? If you guys like Sean, imagine sending people to his wife's site and they all buy something. You know how beneficial that will be to Sean? So, go, what is it, Mealy Monster Land?
MealyMonsterland.com. Yeah, I don't know if she posted it, but she just made a custom order. Someone wanted a zombie leprechaun, so
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
So she does custom orders too.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you do an Android App Addict? We'll raise some money. We'll raise some money and pay her to do one. Sounds good.
It would probably have like eyeballs hanging out and stuff, but
all right.
I gotta say, my 13-year-old daughter, who just turned 13 today, loves her work. We visited there, and she really thinks that stuff's cool.
cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it is neat. Anil, thank you very much for joining us, man. It was a pleasure to have you on.
Oh, it was completely my pleasure. I've been listening to this show for so long, like I said, it's really nice to be on the show for once.
Absolutely. And you brought some great stuff, and it was cool checking out your 7-inch tablet, and I don't know, it was just a fun time. And I know that you had to wake up early for this, so thanks for doing that.
No problem, no problem.
Cool. All right. Well, that is going to wrap up today's show of Android App Addicts. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.